What's up, everybody? It's your boy Chris with Rainwater Entertainment and Marketing LLC. And oh my God, this is a post game interview. We have just had an instant classic here at the All the Smoke Bowl #3 here at the 8MIFL.
Number three.
And I got a special gentleman right here in front of the camera lens, man. Tell everybody who you are and what role you play with this league, sir.
My name is Yosef Lee. I am the creator and the acting commissioner for the 8-Man Door Football League. And it's been a long journey.
It's been a long journey, my guy. You in year #3, man. You've seen it grow year from year from year, man. And just tell us what you think about, man, the growth, man, of the league.
Look at we in Tyler, Texas. We're not in Dallas. We got a team from Shreveport. They won home field advantage against the Louisville Savage. And then, they had home field advantage. They had every advantage to them. All I can say is, man, when the lady come up and asked me, she say, "What is this?" I said, "This is 8-Man Indoor Football League." She said, "Well, are anybody in Tyler?" I said, "Well, we can make it in Tyler. We got a team in Shreveport. We got teams in Dallas, but, we want to spread it out abroad. And so we coming out of our comfort zone, and, we trying to hook up with some of these other communities that shout out to Miss Perez at the Tyler Indoor Sports Center. Her and her husband welcomed us, and, hey, they allowed us to be in here, and it was beautiful.
And, man, I have to say, man, it was just great on the planning as far as the few weeks in between games.
Yeah.
Because as you can see, the marketing was great.
Yes.
We had a great crowd below, up top.
Yes.
And, man, the two teams, the Dallas Gators and the Louisiana Tigers, they put on an instant classic, man. And the Tigers made it to the championship, for those who don't know, made it last year, but came up short to Waco.
Yep.
This brand new team, the Gators, came in and beat Waco.
Yeah.
That was the champions last year.
Yeah. Beat them twice.
And had a game today versus the Tigers. Tell everybody how they went, man.
Well, I actually tell you the truth. I thought the Tigers was going to do the same thing they did during the season. And, it was going to be, like a blowout. But it didn't happen like that. I put on the Facebook, it said the unstoppable force, which is the Tigers, versus the sure will. So you got to have the will to want to win. And, a lot of people say, well, win by any means necessary. No. When you can square up on another man and you can beat him for play, then you're ready.
Yeah.
But if you have to resort to tactics and chopping at the legs, pulling on the face mask, pulling on the jersey, goat collaring or whatever you want to call it, you're not ready.
And let me ask you this, as far as the level of competition here in this league for other leagues that's taking a look, from across the nation, how would you give them a measurement stick as far as the level of competition and why some of our players would be available here in the offseason to possibly come to a pro team, from our league?
Well, that's just it. The reason why this was formed from 18 to 42-year-old is that we want the talent of the men who's been overlooked or been left behind or on the bench or the late bloomers. We want them to get a shot. And the only way a real team is going to pay attention to one of these players is they want to see them in true action format. And I'm going to tell you right now, from today on, I will put all of the teams that we started off with 11, we wind up with 6. I will put all 6 against any team in the nation. But you're going to have to play by the 8-Man Door Football League rules, or rules that we can turn around and be comparable to. So our guys can get ready, you can get ready, and we just play this ball. We put it on live TV if you want to.
And let me ask you this, man, because the Gators, this first-year organization, man, they came in and they really brought it, man. It was an upset today, an instant classic, man. What would you have to say, man, as far as congratulating the owner, Mr. Tyrone Washington?
Well, my hat's off to Mr. Tyrone Washington. I'm not going to lie, I've been on him, but at the same time, I want a product. And I want that product to look and reflect the 8-Man Door Football League. I don't care if you don't go anywhere else, or if you do decide to say, okay, well, the 8-Man Door Football League, that's over. I don't worry about that old hat. I want a product out so people can see not only are you organized, are you put together, and also you're well ran. And once you're well ran, we got you on film, or they got you on film. They see, okay, well, you can come into our league, or you can come into our facility where there's 50,000 people. Or you can come into our facility and hey, we'll pay you to come down here, or we can fly y'all out. From Tyrone Washington all the way to we want to say T. Will of the Louisiana Tigers. Them is some hard balling teams. And shout out to the Dallas Bounty Hunters, Waco Tornadoes, and Louisville Savage, and ATX Wolverines. These particular people want football. They don't want to hear all that jogging. They don't want to hear all that cussing. They don't want to hear all that fussing. They want to see if you gonna play football from start of the clock to the end of the clock.
And let me ask you this, man, because it was a very special moment here, passing the torch. Coach Montgomery, Garland Wranglers, first time 8 MIFL champion.
Yes, sir.
All the Smoke Bowl won.
Yes, sir.
How was that moment for you, man, him being able to pass that trophy over to Mr. Washington and the Gators?
I was taught to respect my elders, and he's the oldest person that's dealing with any type of football, and he's retired. But I make sure that he gets in this building. I make sure he gets on the championship because as a legend, Coach Allen Montgomery is a legend with the Garland Wranglers. And why in the world, as me as a young person or a younger person, gonna pass up knowledge from the elder and not receive it and pass it on? So I make sure that Coach Montgomery's there to pass off the trophy because he's the first one that put us on the map. Do you realize that?
I'm telling you, he has opened the doors for a lot of organizations, players. Like, seriously, man.
Seriously.
How can people find more information about this league if they say, man, I want to, for one, get my team in this league, or two, a player off the street to say, I think I can come help out these teams, but I don't know no affiliations with owners or teams or players. How can they find more information?
Well, to be frank, I looked at the season and this is I'm done. This was going to be it. We have another league that's copying off of us, and I'm going to say it, I ain't going to say no names, but they copied our format down to the prime time game. You notice I didn't even announce a prime time game for the last 2 weeks. Reason being is this is ours. We created this. And really tell you the truth, it's a bad thing when you take somebody else's dream and you turn around and act like it's yours. And you don't give no credit to who you got it from. And really tell you the truth, that's the reason why I have Coach Montgomery to come along and do the presentation because without him, for 20-something years, he ain't had a championship in 20-something years until all the Smoke Bowl won. And he come out won that at being old as he is, and then turn around and coach the team. And I don't care how the credit go. The credit go to the owner. The credit go to the players, but it goes to the coach and the owner because them the ones that spend up all night. Them the ones that study the film. Them the ones that see your weaknesses and your strength. Them the ones that say, hey, I don't think you can play today. Them the ones that make them calls. So I have to give the credit to where credit is due. But November 15th, I'm going to try to have a owners meeting that will include all indoor football teams that's in Texas.
Okay.
And we're going to do what's called a Discord. If they want to get a hold of me at totalsavagery@gmail.com.
How do they spell that?
TOTAL Savagery, SAVAGERY @gmail.com. And let's talk.
Perfect, man. Any last shout-outs you want to give to friends, family, teammates, and just last messages here for the 8 MIFL? What a way to go out.
I want to give a shout-out to my wife. She was here today, and my baby. Look, it feels good when I can sit down with my family. I see everybody do it all year. I don't get to sit down with nobody.
Right.
I don't have no chicks on the side or nothing like that. But I tell you what, when my walked in the door, Mr. Lee calmed down. You know what I'm saying?
Sir.
But guess what, though? Listen, I want to shout out to all of the disciplined indoor football teams that want to play football and want to be seen. I'm not talking about a bunch of dance. I'm not talking about a cussing and fussing. I'm talking about actually want to play football. we can talk. We can talk. I want to also give out shout out to Rainwater Entertainment because without you, bro, this is not possible. And most definitely, not last, but first, the Most High Yah. The Most High Yah had put this dream and this vision to me on my back porch. Because as I said before I sat down, and I'm going to go fishing. That's what I was going to do. So I just want to give out to shout out to Chris Rainwater Entertainment Media and all the teams that were participating in this year, the ones that went all the way through. Hey, look at here. We got something. We could take over the state of Texas. We could take over the nation.
Yeah, we can.
But guess what? I got one vision, one format. And if we stick to that, we all going to be successful.
Thank you, brother. Hey, man, I also want to say personally thank you from Rainwater Entertainment and Marketing, LLC, helping me, man, just learning the business, growing, trying to grow each year, you know what I'm saying? For all the stuff you have to deal with in the background.
Yeah.
Whenever you need to vent, I'm there. Whenever I need to vent, you're there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I want to appreciate you. I want to appreciate the players, the owners, the fans that have supported on Patreon. That has been so important. Thank you for the support.
Let me say one more. This go out to Larry Hendricks. Larry Hendricks is a trooper. He's a veteran. Mark Thomas is a trooper and a veteran. Without them two individuals, there would be no 8-man indoor football league, period.
Shout out to my boy Chris Rollins also, man. He was instrumental in helping these referees, man.
Yes, sir.
Thank y'all for this journey, man. This has been an amazing game, an awesome way to go out.
Louisiana Tigers, boy. He will be having them guys ready.
Wow. Wait on social media, y'all. Wait till y'all see the stuff that's about to happen on social media.
Catch
it's
it
some
on
bragging
Patreon.
rights for the
Catch
Gators.
it on Patreon.
Oh, Patreon, $8.99. Hey, man, y'all have a blessed one, man. We out. Appreciate it.
Peace.